Good morrow, Wolfpack. This is Spanish Jaguar, and today I made a list about my favorite web series of all time. That's right, this is my top 10 Stupid Mario Brothers episodes.
Stupid Mario Brothers!
I even got the approval of the creator of the show himself, so you know that I definitely had to make this video. It was pretty tough having to decide which were the best episodes, so I definitely made some pretty tough calls, but you know, overall I'm happy with how the list came out.
I saw
Anything you could do, I could do better. I could do anything better than you.
I am so alive.
By the way, if you haven't watched the show, then spoiler alert, alright? Just a fair warning. For this list I wanted to focus on the core 5 seasons, which means that the movie, Operation Blindstorm, the interactive adventure, Plumber Night, and Stupid Mario World have all been excluded from consideration. So without further ado, let's get right into this list.
Number 10.
Number 10 is episode 6. In this episode, Mario, who's played by Rich Alvarez, and Luigi, who's played by Christopher Anthony Muller, meets the one and the only Ash Ketchum, who is played by Dame Kevin Cook.
Excuse me, but who are you? My name is Ash Ketchum.
Ash is definitely one of the funniest and dumbest characters this show has ever seen. Unfortunately, some point after filming of Operation Blindstorm, Dame Kevin Cook and creator of the show Rich Alvarez parted ways. It never became public information of why this happened, but regardless, it was just a sad day for all of us fans when we found out that Ash was no longer going to be on the show.
Nobody likes you, Ash!
Number 9.
Number 9 is episode 15. In the season 1 finale, we witnessed a big brawl of good versus evil. Wario, Waluigi, FedEx have one last chance to defeat Mario, Luigi, Ash, and Donkey Kong. The battle ensues, and eventually it becomes Mario and Wario are the last men standing.
Like it's just you and me, Mario.
Wario, why do you let Bowser continue to push you around like a puppet? What do you get out of this?
Mario tries to convince Wario, who is played by Matthew Thomas Provenzel, to leave Bowser, but Wario just does not want to have it. So they resort to something that is introduced for the first time on the show, which is fighting with lightsabers. I mean beam swords. The episode ends with Peach saving Mario from Wario and the Mario Bros getting a letter from the one, the only hero of time, Link.
Mario, Luigi, the real world is in great danger. I would come there myself, but for matters I cannot explain, I have been detained. I want to tell you more, but out of fear that this letter could end up in the wrong hands, all I can say is this. In the darkness lies the truth.
Number 8.
Number 8 is episode 52. Right before our plot starts to unfold in season 4, Mario and Luigi are being sued for making parody songs in their band, which is called Johnny Mushroom and the Kingdoms.
Yeah, makes sense. All the songs we sing are parodies of other songs.
So they enlist the help of Wario and Waluigi, who is played by Douglas Chandler Orofino, and to help them create an original song.
So long to write a song for JMK. I want it to be so awesome that the other guys literally crap their pants.
I think what's so special about this particular episode is that it's shot in a sort of mockumentary format, and it's just hilarious what they say about each other behind their backs.
Kisses.
Language, Wario.
Shut up.
Hey!
Plus, how can you not love this Waluigi and Ness interaction?
Oh, and Waluigi.
Yes?
Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. It's great.
Thank you. And may I say, your shirt looks great today.
Aw, thanks.
No comment.
Number 7.
Number 7 is episode 21. Besides Mario and Luigi accidentally wearing each other's clothes,
Mario, you did this to me!
Link, who's played by Kent Melville, wants to train the Mario Bros for their upcoming battle with Nox Decius.
We will be facing fears unlike anything you have ever seen.
To do this, Link challenges the boys over to a brawl match, and of course, hilarity ensues.
Alright, and now that your fingers are warmed up, let's turn on the Wii.
Not to mention Mario and Link playing the game in slow-mo.
Number 6.
Number 6 is episode 25. Remember how Link had to train the boys for a big fight? Well, we finally get to meet the man they were fighting. Nox Decius, who's played by Christopher Anthony Muller, is the first original character on the show. Well, actually, we saw Johnny Cyclops in like episode 19, I believe it was, but you know, technically we didn't know anything about him, so we didn't even know he was an original character. But then again, also, Walgina was in episode 18, and Nox Decius is the first original character on the show. And the guy is pure evil. Look, I'll admit it, when I was 13 watching this show, I was pretty scared of Decius. He's a scary dude. But getting back to the episode, Mario, Luigi, Peach, DK, Link, and Brock all go to fight Decius, and he just annihilates all of them. Before Mario passes out, Decius reveals that Bowser and Ganondorf bow down to him.
You failed to realize one very important thing. Bowser and Ganondorf bow to me.
Which is weird because in Season 5, when Ganon finally comes onto the show, who's played by Matthew Thomas Provenzel, it is revealed that he was actually in charge the whole time. So I guess Nox Decius is technically a liar? I mean, I don't know. It was never established in the series, so it's technically a continuity error. But you know, that's just a completely different conversation.
Number 5.
Number 5 is episode 36. In this episode, Mario finally remembers what exactly happened after his battle with Decius, so he confides in Luigi and Brock.
I still need more time. All right.
Yeah! In the flashback, after Wario kills Decius, there's this sudden power that controls Mario, and it's just rage. This is like absolute rage, and this rage makes Mario want to kill Wario. Soon after the rage leaves Mario and he is able to escape, the Nether Saber mysteriously shuts off. The episode ends with the voice who our heroes have been listening to ever since the beginning of Season 3 confronts Nilrum of how he helped Wario turn on the Nether Saber. Nilrum refuses to share that information and reveals to him and the audience that he was actually Merlin the entire time.
Merlin? It can't be! You will leave and never return here again!
The voice not only becomes angry, but also is able to manifest itself into an arm. This scene was pretty creepy to me as a kid, so I didn't want to watch it like during the night because I wanted not to get nightmare fuel, and yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4 is episode 29. In the previous episode, Wario blames Waluigi for all their failures and never wants to see him again. So in this episode, Mario and Luigi accidentally bump into Waluigi as he's leaving town, and then they discover that he has the last Nether emblem they have been looking for. Mario takes it away from him and leaves Luigi to handle Waluigi, so thus the two begin to fight. The battle ends with a draw, and Waluigi admits that he no longer works with Wario and Luigi will probably never see him again.
I have proven my point. I no longer work for Wario, and I no longer care about you. I doubt very much that we will ever see each other again.
Which, at the time, was true because the actor playing Waluigi, Douglas Chandler Orofino, had moved away to college, but luckily he would return for Christmas and summer breaks and continue playing Waluigi all the way up to the series finale.
See you later.
Maybe. That's it?
Number 3. Ugh.
Number 3 is episode 64. In this episode, Mario and his team finally go over to Ganon's base to confront him and his subordinates. A huge fight breaks out, and Ganon's team is able to take out all of Mario's friends.
Ha! Can't take me down, I'm too awesome!
Mario is the only one left standing, and he realizes that none of his powers do anything up against Ganon.
This weapon is no match for me, Mario.
That's when the Darkness and his crew show up and decide to challenge Ganon.
Ah, Shadow Scum! I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
Soon after the Darkness realizes that Ganon is way too overpowered, he teleports himself, Mario, and his friends out of there. After this loss, it was time to go with Luigi's plan, which was to contact Professor Oak for some help and guidance.
So, has a plan?
Yes, I sent him the flash drive. He should have a way to defeat Ganon.
Number 2.
Number 2 is episode 45. I had a tough time deciding between this and episode 44, which was the epic battle between Wario and Mario, Luigi, and Waluigi. But I ultimately decided on episode 45 because we got to check in with all of the characters and the future for the show looked bright. Merlin explains to Mario why everything played out the way that it did and to also be careful for what's coming. Things get too boring for Snake, who's played by Julian Petrozelli, and so he decides to watch anime with Otacon, who's played by Brandon Dyer, but he immediately regrets it.
We're gonna watch a ton! Like Trigun, and Cowboy Bebop, and Burst Angel, and Robotech, and Escaflowne, and Kenshin, and Gundam, and Yu Yu Hakusho, and Inuyasha, and Akira, and Ghost in the Shell, and Pokemon, and Dragon Ball Z, and Street Fighters, and Dragon Ball GT. Alright, we can watch Drag.
We then meet Ash's rival Gary, who's also played by Julian, and also Brock, who's played by Austin Stevenson, returns from referee school. We also check in with Link, who is still lost in the woods but has to return the artifact that he found back to Mario. Mario goes to meet with Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi, and they all agree to fight when the time is right up against the darkness. The season ends with the darkness talking to his master about their plans.
I'll talk to the vessel after you have started your takeover of his mind. Persuading him should be easy after that.
Darkness assures his master that he will find Link in the artifact and also that he has found the perfect vessel for him. The Darkness then reveals that his master is none other than the deceased Nox Decius.
Number 1.
And of course, the number 1 episode goes to episode 75, which is the series finale. I had to give this the number 1 spot for several reasons. For example, this episode is an hour long. I remember coming home from school and seeing that the episode is now live, so I was like, well, I better go get some candy because I want to enjoy this the right way. And the episode starts with some backstory. We meet a very young Merlin and Nox.
Did you find the Ronfair dragon?
No, you've hidden it pretty well this time. I'm afraid I'm losing my touch.
Merlin learns that King Arthur is not the chosen one and that Nox has been working for Ganondorf Dragmire.
Just tell me one thing, Nox. How long have you been in the service of Ganondorf Dragmire?
Well, I guess you really do know.
They fight, and Merlin burns Nox Decius' face with the Nether Saber. But going back to the present, Wario rejoins the group. Mario continues to train with Merlin on his wizardry. A huge fight between the pirates and the ninjas ensues. An awesome fight between the Darkness and Nox Decius, which is a real tearjerker. Luigi and Bowser fight. A cameo from Link which made my heart drop.
Now be a great man and save the world.
I will!
That's not a joke. My heart literally dropped when he showed up on screen. The last fight between Mario and Ganon goes down, and we say goodbye to all the characters as they go off to whatever they're gonna do next. And finally, the very last scene of the series, which will make you cry every time. I know it does for me.
Thank you for giving me the best 5 years of my life.
This episode is just jam-packed with spectacular moments and just wraps everything up so nicely. How could this not be the best episode in the series? I'm pretty sure that was the intention. Well, that's it for me. Huh? Nox Decius? It was a well-attempted, Jaguar, but I'm afraid that you're too late. And why are you afraid? I'm not. You just said you were afraid. It was an expression. Well, I'm afraid that it didn't make any sense. Ooh, curse you, Jaguar. You'll get yours one day. If you haven't seen the show yet, I'll put a link in the description to check out the channel. And thank you all so much for watching, liking, and commenting. Let me know what your favorite episodes are. What should have made this list that didn't? Also, do you want to see more lists on Super Mario Bros. I was thinking of doing another list, top 10 Super Mario Bros. Movie moments, but that's only if you guys want it, or if you just want lists in general. So please let me know. But I think that's it for now. So bye. Until next time.
Sing me to sleep, painful memories when you say